This is what they don't tell you about abundance. By the time you get done watching this video, I am telling you, you are going to know it like a clear picture on the way to manifest money, manifest abundance at every moment of your day. I'm Brand Victoria, and I'm here to help you manifest your dreams and manifest results so that manifestation, conscious manifestation is not just some concept. It's actually something that you are living in your life at every moment of the day. It is your lifestyle to just have manifestations happen and abundance happen for you. It's easy. I appreciate you subscribing right down at the bottom. Let me tell you, I had the biggest inspired thought the other night. And it happened when I was just looking at my dehumidifier. Because I was like, where's all that water going? Okay, and with the AC, like when the water gets collected from your home, because it's so humid out right now, if you're in the South, then you know. But where does that water go? So I was looking that up on Google, right? And it was saying that the water gets collected and then it goes down some drain pipe and then it goes into the wastewater treatment center where they treat all the water. Same with toilet water, same with sink water, same with like all the water. So I was like, so all this water is being recycled, right? So we are abundant in water. There is no lack of water anywhere. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay. So then after that, I was looking up the vibrational frequency of abundance. And so I seen all the vibrational frequencies. There was enlightenment was at the top where it was 700 to 1,000 hertz. But abundance and what I was getting, I was like, you know what? Abundance is a multiplier. It can be a feeling because you can feel abundant, which is on the chart. And also it is a multiplier because you can feel an abundance of freedom. You can feel an abundance of happiness. You can feel an abundance of shame. You can feel an abundance of anger, have an abundance of self-awareness. Do you see what I'm saying? At every single moment in time, every single moment of your day, you have abundance. You will only have abundance. There is nothing else except abundance all around you at all times. There's an abundance of air, an abundance of cells that you have, there's an abundance of money. There is an abundance of money circulating at all times. So lack is just an illusion. It's impossible to lack anything. You can have an abundance of lack. You can have an abundance of bills. You can have an abundance of things that you don't desire, but it's all on the table. You keep choosing these things. And I was like, oh my gosh. And let me tell you this. You keep thinking that you're trying to be the vibrational frequency of money. No. Let me tell you this. And let me know in the comments, did you think that you had to be the vibrational frequency of money? Did you? Now, so I mean, the phrase be the vibrational frequency of money, fine, cool, right? But that's not actually what it is. You're not actually the vibrational frequency of money. Money is a byproduct of being in the vibrational frequency of freedom, of abundance, of feeling joy. That's a byproduct. So these people that are manifesting money, what are they doing? It doesn't matter. It does not matter what their home life looks like. It doesn't matter like what kind of person that they are. If they seem like they're a bad person. Listen, you can still be the vibrational frequency of money and abundance because it matters about your beliefs that you hold. And abundance is a beautiful thing because you are just thinking that having an abundance and overflow just means money. It does not just mean money. Like I said, it is the multiplier where you can have an abundance of freedom. So when you have this abundance, guess what? That can be an abundance of inspired thought. It can be an abundance of imagination. It can be an abundance of gifts. It can be an abundance of anything. But you are missing the point when you are just thinking it's money. So you're saying, listen, all right, out of the infinite things out there, the infinite things in the world, I'm only focusing on money. That's it. I don't need to be abundant in anything else. And then that one channel right there, that money that you're talking about, you have so much resistance around it and you're like, what the heck? Why is nothing happening? I want to be abundant in money, but you're the most blocked with the money. So you have to open yourself up and understand that money is a byproduct of being the vibrational frequency of abundance and freedom. It's a byproduct. You will automatically get that. It's a byproduct of feeling passion, doing what you love to do. That's why you're like, how are these people that are out here on the internet making money? How are these people doing it? We do what we love to do. We are passionate about what we do. So money is a byproduct of that. And today I was like, you know what? Because my higher self, the universe, God, we got this connection going. I'm tapped into that electricity. So when I ask for some guidance, best believe I'm receiving it same day, every single time. So that's why when I ask y'all, I don't say, please, higher self, show me something, show me the way. No, I don't ask like that because I know I get the answer every time. So I'm like, okay, listen up. Higher self, God, this is what's happening. This is what I'm deciding to have. Show me the way to manifest money on repeat, to manifest abundance on repeat. Show me the way that happens. Okay. And guess what? And then I was like, I know I got that answer. And then I kid you not, it was about less than an hour later. Got it. And the thing is, let me tell you, so when you have any type of desire, think about it as a GPS, right? You plug in your desire, boom, because your higher self is going to give you every step like on your GPS with the destination that you use, it's going to give you every step. And the funny thing with this is, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about Sims. You played The Sims. I think I was playing Sims 2. That's the last one I played. So I'm gonna give you the analogy that I got from Sims 2. So do you know how on Sims you can have the character, you can still have them have free will? Like you can put, oh, I want you to do, you know what the Sim needs. You know, to get a promotion, my Sim needs to read for 2 hours. My Sim needs to go work out. My Sim needs to go network with other Sims. You know your Sim needs to do that. And that is going to accomplish the goal. So that thing manifests for the Sim. But if you have free will on, they'll go do other things. So sometimes they're not going to do what you said to do. And that's exactly how it works in your reality. Your higher self can see at the top of the mountain and it knows all the steps. You said, hey, I'm manifesting $500 today. You said that. So you plug that into the GPS, right? And immediately you will get the steps. It's not a 6-week thing. It's not a 6-year thing. The steps are plugged in immediately and being released to you. But you have free will. You have the free will. If your higher self is like, okay, girl, listen, for this $500, this is the step that you need to take now. Go on YouTube and look up lottery winners. That's your step right there. But then you're over here thinking, that has nothing to do with money. Like, I'm not receiving money from watching somebody else's YouTube video about the lottery. And then oh my gosh, y'all. Every time I think about this, I'm just like, this is the key. This is the key. Because when you get those instructions from your higher self, it gets filtered through your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind has your beliefs, limiting beliefs, aka negative beliefs, and positive beliefs. So if you have an active limiting belief that the lottery is a scam, this stuff is a scam, guess what? It's going to get filtered right into that. And then what are you going to do? Probably do something else. Because you're like, look up lottery videos. Lottery is a scam. So you will not take the action. Do you see how that works? You have free will. So the point of all of this, to make this smooth machine work, is for you to shift your limiting beliefs. Because when you shift your limiting beliefs, if you shift that limiting belief about money, the lottery being a scam, well, guess what? You shift it and boom, you take the action. And then guess what that leads to? More inspired action. Or it'll be like, and then you'll be like, okay, I should get a lottery ticket today. That's what that means. And then you go get a lottery ticket, then you win $500. That's how it works. But the point is, you have to shift your limiting beliefs so that you can be tapped into this electricity. Your intuition, your higher self is giving you all the steps. One by one, you get the steps. But are you taking the steps? You know if you're taking the steps, if you are seeing manifestations happen in your life that you desire. So if you're not seeing the manifestations that you desire, then you're not following the steps. You're doing your free will. You're doing your own little thing, you think you have it figured out. But what you're doing is you're giving your ego, because your ego is just there for you to experience your reality. But you're giving your ego, you're giving that part of your mind full control. Because I got to know how it's going to happen. If it doesn't make sense and it's not logical, well, we're going to throw that out. Your higher self is not going to be logical. Okay? The instructions that you get are not always going to be logical. But the point is, they're going to rub up against any belief that you have that's active, whether that's positive or negative. So that's why a lot of you, when you get that really good idea, when you're in the shower, you're like, oh, this would be an amazing business idea. And you've been asking for $1 million idea all these years and you finally get it. And you're like, oh, but how am I going to pay for it? I don't have the money to do it. Who would invest in me? It rubs up against any belief that you have that's active. So in this example, let's say you have a belief that is active, a limiting belief of nothing works out for me. I'm not worthy of being successful. So it rubs up against that belief. And then the byproduct of that belief is you don't take any action. So then you just have another idea in the bin of dreams. Is that you? Am I speaking to you? Is this resonating with you? Let me know in the comments below. Because I'm telling you, if you follow this, you are going to see your life completely change. Completely. It's going to be looking like you're in a whole new world when you look at it this way. And this is not a start and stop thing. This is a continuous thing that happens every single moment of your day. You're receiving abundance every single moment of the day. And let me tell you, in me making this video, that right there is abundance because I got an inspired idea. I was so excited to make this video. When you're excited, when you're feeling excitement, follow your excitement. Your excitement, your curiosity, your creativity, the stuff that feels good, the things that you prefer. When you follow that, that is you moving along on that GPS. If you are not doing that, if you're not following your excitement, following the things you're curious about, you're not moving on the GPS. Do you catch my rift? You see where I'm going with this? So you have a desire. I'm manifesting $500. Boop. That's on the GPS as the destination. Your higher self is like, I got you. Here is the next step. Because you know the GPS, it gives you step by step by step. First, you have to make that right turn. So your higher self will give you that direction, right? But for you to receive that direction and translate it into your reality, it gets filtered through your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind has your positive beliefs and negative beliefs. It will be filtered through that. If it hits up and rubs up against a negative belief, you will get the negative feeling, the feelings that are associated with that belief. If it rubs up against a belief of I'm a failure, and then you're going to be like, you're going to have the feeling of feeling anxious or feeling stressed or feeling frustrated, when all the while you were just getting a direction from your higher self. I'm telling you, you're gonna have to watch this video multiple times to really understand what I'm telling you. Because this is some higher level stuff, y'all. I know. But you needed to hear that. You're here for a reason. And the thing is to stay in that vibrational frequency, to be in the vibrational frequency, and to be in the vibrational frequency of happiness and abundance. That does not, I am not telling you that you can never feel anger or never feel sad or never feel anything like that. No, you can feel those feelings because you're a freaking human. But here is the thing. You're going to feel it in a different way because you have self-awareness and you know that's a limiting belief. There's a difference between feeling angry and not knowing where to go, like it's an uncontrollable thing, and then feeling anger and then having self-awareness of that and being able to, when you feel ready, you can regulate your nervous system and then shift the limiting belief. That is self-awareness. Self-awareness is a high vibrational frequency. So you have an abundance of self-awareness. So you are still on that GPS moving along. So it's impossible to fail with this, y'all. It's impossible for anything to go wrong with this. It is working out in perfect order every single time without fail. Every time, I'm telling you, y'all. And I'm still like, from last night, I'm still in this like, what the heck mode. But it's, what is the feeling? What can I describe it? Excitement. There we go. It's excitement. I'm so excited about this because I get it. I get it. It's not just a concept. It's a way that I live. I give things in my reality a positive meaning. Y'all, even today, I was like, I took a wrong turn, but it wasn't really a wrong turn. I was like, I took a turn that was not what I thought it would be. But then immediately I was like, ooh, this is showing me a lot, the way to get my lottery ticket. This is showing me the way. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, God. Thank you. And then I was behind, then I made another turn that was not part of the plan. And I ended up behind an ambulance. And then I was like, this is showing me that I have good health. And then I got into the place that I was going, my destination where I was going. And then I saw a police car. And I was like, this is showing me that I'm safe. When I show up, wherever I show up, they're like, girl, you safe. You are safe. Down, pat, safe. I gave all that a positive meaning. And so I was in the vibrational frequency of abundance still, of happiness. So I'm moving on the GPS, taking the inspired actions that come to me. So the directions my higher self gives me. I get it. That's how it goes, y'all. If you are overworking yourself, if you are trying to use your sheer willpower for this stuff, and you're thinking, I got to come up with plans, I got to figure out X, Y, Z, I don't know what to do. And that's when you start getting stuck, getting the creativity blocks, feeling burnt out, because you are doing it on your sheer willpower. You don't have to do that. You don't. Because you have this electricity, you're tapped into your higher self and God. You're tapped into all that stuff where it can be effortless. It can be easy. Let it be easy. You are a CEO manifestor. Now that you're watching this, and by the way, I have my CEO Manifestor Workbook Bundle where you can start getting to this point, because I give you the template to shift your limiting beliefs so that you can experience days like this where it just feels like you're on heaven on earth. You're in heaven on earth. That's what it feels like, because things just work out for you. You just receive the abundance. You get the inspired action. You got that connection going on with your higher self and God. You got it going on because you're tapped in. You're allowing it to happen. You're never cut off from it, but you can disallow it. And that's what you've been doing. Allow it to come through because you are so powerful. You're here to experience You're here to experience and discover who you are. Discover more about yourself, because I used to think it was like, they said, you would experience more. All you're going to experience is more of yourself. And before I used to didn't get that, but now I'm like, that's so true. That's all you're going to see. That's all you're going to see in any given situation. What beliefs do you have? Is it positive or negative? It's going to show you that every single time. Then you're going to realize when you start shifting your limiting beliefs and lay your subconscious mind on paper, and that's what I teach my clients and students, you're going to realize, oh, that's what I was thinking. And so that's what I was manifesting in my reality. I thought I had the subconscious belief of I'm a failure. So then that's why I was procrastinating in my business. That's why I wasn't taking action in my business. That's why I was taking obsessive action in my business. It doesn't have to be like that. I don't take obsessive action in my business. And if any reason I did, I know that behavior is tied to a limiting belief. So I can have an abundance of self-awareness to be like, oh, okay, this is showing me something. Let me see what it is. It shows me more of myself, right? So getting to that point, y'all, and this can be your reality too, where you get so fired up to do what you love to do, where you're so passionate about what you do, you can just flip on the camera without hesitation and start filming your video. Talk about what you love to talk about. Talk about your business. Talk about that stuff. And do it consistently too, because you love it. You're not going to get burnt out from something you love, and you're not going to get burnt out when you know how to shift your limiting beliefs. I'm telling you, y'all, your life is going to change. You're going to see so much transformation, and I'm here for you. I help you with this from A to Z, from A to Z. The link is in the description below, because I'm telling you, if you've been feeling stuck in life, you've been looking at all this manifestation content, you've been seeing thousands of videos, reading hundreds of books, taking the umpteenth course, but you're like, it worked for all of those people, but how do I actually apply it into my life with my circumstance, with my situation? That's the thing. That's the thing. And I'm here to help you with that, because I know everybody's situation and circumstance seems different. And when it seems different, and everybody has their set of beliefs. So that's why I work with my clients and students on what beliefs they hold. So I come up with a customized plan so that you can start transforming your reality in the fastest way, so that you can start manifesting the business of your dreams, so that you can start having followers come in daily or subscribers come in daily, so that you can experience heaven on earth, so that you can experience things just going your way, where miracles are a normal thing, where you know, not just a concept, not just an affirmation, that it's impossible for anything to go wrong. Everything is always working out for you. I know you've heard that so many times. You've heard it so many times, but it's just been a concept for you. Integrating that as a belief in your reality, so you experience it. You experience the belief. When you experience it, it's a whole other thing. It's a whole other thing, because you believe it. And as you experience this belief, you know it. You know it to be true. So you don't have to sit there and think about it. You don't have to be like, I believe this because X, Y, Z. No, you know it. You know it like you know how to walk. That's how it can be for you. And I'm here for you every step of the way. I don't know how long this video has been, but and that's the thing too. When I get the inspired action to cut the video and this is the end of it, that's when it is. I don't time my videos. Sometimes they're short, sometimes they're long. Well, a lot of them are long, but sometimes they're like on the shorter side, the longer side, and the long side. But that's how I do it. It's all inspired action, baby. And you can have this too. You can be tapped into this power where everything works out for you regardless of your circumstance. I appreciate you for watching this video, and I appreciate you for subscribing right down at the bottom. If you have been If this is being glued to your subconscious mind, everything that I said, and you are like, that's it. She is resonating with me. Comment below, I got it. I got it.